We haven't seen an increase in any of these, and well, honestly, in my personal opinion, anything like this that happens is too much. So we haven't seen any increase so far. And however, we're not saying that it doesn't happen. Like you were talking about people actually reporting on social media about this after the fact. And so what I want to do is reach out to all the listeners. If you do see something like this, let us know immediately so we can actually respond and investigate. If you were to post it on social media a couple of days afterwards, we may be losing very important evidence. And I can say I had investigations like this, whether it is through voyeurism and indecent act. And the main thing is the passengers were able to let us know immediately, and we're able to stop the train and find this person and do investigation. And in the situation that I was talking about, I did arrest the person and charge the person for his actions. So main thing is, once again, have to stress is just let us know, and we'll do a proper investigation. That one I don't have the answer. I can look it up for you and just let you know after. Um, there there is a lot more passengers, so the frequency may increase. But however, I'll let you know. I don't have the answer on the top of my head right on my hand right now. So yeah, I would say if there are more people using the system, incidents, any kind of incidents would be increasing. So we are seeing a lot more people on the passengers, a lot more passengers on the system, and we will be responding to with our patrols as well. Yeah, and you know what? It is a very logical assumption as well. And the thing is, we are responding to that as well. When summer is coming, our members, our police officers are actually paying attention to these things, and just keeping an eye out. Just areas where uh, people like these might be trying to do, maybe trying to do voyeurisms. We'll be paying a lot more attention to areas which may, be of interest for these people. And at the same time, we do have members that are riding the system, and sometimes they are wearing police uniforms that I'm wearing right now, and sometimes they're wearing just regular clothing. So they'll be actually on the system, keeping an eye out, just making sure there's no suspicious people. And the thing is, when people see this uniform, they might be less likely to try to commit these kind of crimes. However, we do have a plainclothes member or that are actually patrolling. And we do actually have these members that are dedicated to be on the system, looking for suspicious people, and sometimes checking on some of the known individuals that are known to be doing something like this, and just to keep an eye to make sure that these things aren't happening. No, just want to. The main thing is if there is anything, text us because that's one of the quickest way of actually letting us know. And I would really recommend request that all the listeners to um, just instead of actually putting on social media afterwards, just let us know directly, and that way we can just kind of stop it, find the person if possible, and do an investigation. And half the time, and unfortunately, time is not the essence. So the quicker they call, the quicker we can respond and arrest these people. Mhm. Oh, sorry, say again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that'll be good. And do you actually? I know you were talking about the incident on the Canon line. For the social media, is it? I understand it might be on Xiaohongshu. Is it that one? Yeah, you were just mentioning about the social media, some of the social media posts about their experiences as well. Would it be possible to just have maybe forward my details to them if you are able to reach out? Because I have a little, I did quite a bit of search. I couldn't find these things being reported on our system, and I couldn't find the social media posts as well. So I would like to reach out to them just to see, just to see what kind of experiences they have, and and have the members do a proper investigation. If we have means to kind of go through CCTV footage, I would love to do that, and at least to kind of have more eyes on. That would be greatly appreciated if you could. Yeah, like, or you can send me the links and I can do it myself. It's just that I couldn't. I tried to look through a lot of. There's a lot of social media, and it's been very difficult to find those posts. Mhm. Yeah, like if she hasn't posted on social media, either or, just if you wouldn't mind just reaching out to her, just saying we would like to get in contact with her, just so we can actually do the proper investigation, because I don't want her to feel that's unsafe on the system. Yeah, that would be great. If not, if she doesn't feel comfortable, unfortunately, or mhm. Yeah, and that's the main thing. Like, it's just if she hasn't reached out, or she, because I know there's a lot of people who aren't safe, or they don't feel comfortable with police. So there has been people that they don't feel comfortable just talking with me. So if she is comfortable, it would be really good just so I can contact with her and just start a file, so we can actually start collecting information. And the main thing is, I actually there is one thing I do want to mention is that, um, for all the other passengers, if they do feel uh, if they do see something, we may not be they may not be doing something suspicious now, but that doesn't mean they may not do it in the future. So if we can, as long as we can actually find who this person is and identify him, we can keep track and just to see. And just because we, and there has been situations where we can link multiple situations, and we know it's the same person, but we don't have a name. And sometimes people call it in, and we can identify this person, and then track all his activities. The suspect, yes, is that we know a suspect is actually doing all these crimes, but we don't know who this person is. So if they do call it in, we are keeping tracks and we are linking these suspects together. So if they are, so by actually be able, if you call it in, we may not be able to arrest them this time, but we may be able to arrest him for all the other previous incidents that he's done in the past. So that's why I always recommend just calling us. We might not get him this time, but we may be able to actually arrest him for all the other times as well, and just be able to do that and kind of curb this behavior. Yeah, and that's the thing. We do find sometimes it's the same person. And if we're able to get, if we collect more information, we can actually send patrols out during those, under those circumstances, and try to find them. And we have done it before, and we had successes in the past as well. I forgot to mention these things before, but yeah, there are a lot of things for us to do. But the more information we can get, the better it is for a response. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for now. I can't think of, but no, thank you for jogging my memory. That's one thing I do want to mention as well. Yeah, that'll be great. Like you have my email address, so if you want, you can forward my email to her. And if you would, that also works as well. It's just if you want, um, you can give her my email address if you want to. You don't want. I don't want to put anyone on the spot and feel like they're pressured, because sometimes some of the victims don't like being pressured, and sometimes um, they might do it, but they might not provide information because they're uncomfortable. But if you do want to CC it, please put my email, CC the media relations, and then we can get a proper investigator on that and contact her. We do work hand in hand with Richmond RCMP. So there is a lot of incidents in the past where multiple jurisdictions have actually cooperated and worked with each other when it comes to sexual assaults of that nature, or any kind of assaults, or any kind of crime in nature. So we do work hand in hand, and they do communicate with each other as well. So it's not like transit police is working with transit police, not working with RCMP. We do work hand in hand. So a lot of information are being shared. So if there is anything that requires help, we might reach out to them, and they might reach out back out to us as well. Sorry, it's just my daughter. But no, thank you very much for your patience. Yeah, I'm out of work, so I'm just at home right now with the Zoom. But no, it's just good to just kind of bring it out, and hopefully, for the person who reached out, I want to make sure that she's being taken care of, and that she knows that we're there to kind of help investigate, and make sure we catch these people. Mhm. No, no, and thank you for reaching out. So hopefully we can kind of reduce these as much as we can. So it is something that we're prioritizing. And at the same time, I don't want any passengers on the train or on the bus to feel like someone is going to take photos of themselves. And because that it makes me very angry. Mhm, exactly. So just want to make sure it's as safe as possible. Okay. 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 Thank you very much. Okay. All right. I really appreciate your help. Okay. And it was great to talk with you. All right. Okay. You too. Take care now. Bye bye.